I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw.
People are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was quiet for Mario. But it's, you know, people even cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever.
Shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear.
The boxing world erupted with reactions after the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight. Eddie Hearn was quick to critique Barrios, noting that despite his size advantage, he seemed off and possibly nervous. Hearn argued that Barrios had the tools to dominate Manny but didn't deliver, sparking debates about whether the fight truly showcased both fighters' full potential. Rolly Romero echoed the sentiment of
all the 6 rounds. Like, really? Pacquiao is not completely dominating like that.
Nah.
But moving forward,
listen, I didn't want to say because obviously Jesse's friends with him, but I just don't rate Barrios. Like, I mean, you know, you had like obviously Boots has moved up now, but Boots was the welterweight king. Imagine what Boots would do to Mario Barrios. You know, you just saw Barrios really squeeze out a decision on that Jake Paul-Mike Tyson card against someone very average with all due respect. So he should be really dominating Pacquiao, but I don't think he's an elite welterweight.
The opportunities of Barrios, you know, just being in there, I feel like he just looks a little bit too nervous.
Who, Barrios?
Yeah,
but you should really be walking Pacquiao down and beating him up. Look at the size of Barrios, you know. But I don't know, like maybe he's going to win. Is it going to the scorecards now, eh?
He's going to score, right?
Really? 7-1, really?
I'm telling you.
Many fans praising Manny for looking sharp and composed throughout the match. He highlighted Pacquiao's performance as entertaining and skillful, reminding everyone why he remains a beloved figure in boxing. Romero emphasized that even without a knockout, the fight was engaging thanks to Manny's form and competitive energy in the ring. Keith Thurman, a former Pacquiao opponent, placed a strategic bet on the bout and won $8,500. He explained that both Pacquiao and Barrios...
Hey everybody, look, everybody follow my boy King Robert.
Oh, King Robert, what's up, Rob, dog? I already followed King Robert. Hey, what'd you think about the fight?
Okay.
Rolly, what'd you think about the fight?
So you better show him more love.
Before you fight Ryan Garcia, I told you kick his ass when we are here. Hey, Rolly, shout out to my son in Mexico, bro. Rolly, shout out to my son in Mexico, Rolly.
Hey, Rolly, what'd you think about the fight, though, really? What'd you think about Pacquiao tonight?
I thought, you know, it was a close fight where it could have went either way, but Pacquiao looked good, man. Pacquiao looked good for those first, like, 8 rounds. He looked real good.
Do you feel like that?
Wait. I'm trying to go this way.
Do you think a rematch is warranted, Rolly?
What?
Do you think a rematch is warranted?
Flip City News.
I don't know.
Robert, what do you think about the fight?
Oh, man, Pacquiao by a round. It was a close fight.
It was a close fight, right?
I mean, it wasn't like the champion didn't get beat. So that's
What'd you make for the account that Pacquiao made for himself tonight?
Angelo.
Barrios were so skilled that a draw was a realistic outcome. Thurman's pick wasn't luck, it reflected his deep understanding of the fighter's ring IQ, conditioning, and the careful balance between experience and youthful potential. Chris Aldry, who has shared the ring with Pacquiao, admitted he was genuinely surprised. He hadn't expected Manny, at his age, to sustain such a high pace for...
Keith, what'd you think about it, bro?
I got paid.
You got paid?
I got paid.
Wait, you bet the draw?
500. I got paid.
No, you didn't.
Come on, you want to see the ticket?
Yes, I want to see the ticket.
You want to see the ticket? Look at this.
Let's see.
Where is it at? Come on.
Where is it?
You got look.
Hey, why did you think it was gonna be a draw?
You want to know my answer?
Yeah.
He'll tell you. What I tell you?
He said,
Manny don't lose in Vegas, so you gotta have a draw.
So I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why, but it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket.
You guys are blocking it.
First ticket.
You gotta move to the right. Move
no,
to the right, please.
Wait, how much
First
you won?
ticket.
You won $8,500.
Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know.
You thought it was a draw, though, Keith?
Look, what I tell everybody, Mario Barrios has a good jab. I said his strength is his poise. He stayed poised and composed the whole time. His jab was really good tonight.
Yeah, it was.
I said, and he needs to make the old man. He needs to make the old man use those legs. He did. I think he got but Pacquiao, you know, he was popping in, but he was getting caught a little bit on the way out. It was, look, I try to explain boxing to y'all. It don't matter what you think. There's 3 judges, and they're different every single day. Every fight night, they're different judges. Those 3 judges, that's all that matters. The fight's over. Here's what it is.
All 12 rounds. At the same time, Algieri criticized Barrios, saying the younger fighter failed to fully utilize his tools and potential, falling short of what a champion could deliver. Despite widespread praise for his performance, Manny remained humble and slightly disappointed. He admitted that he wasn't fully satisfied with the outcome and felt saddened by the draw. Yet, he expressed pride and gratitude for being able to fight again after so many years, framing it as a personal victory, even if the scoreboard didn't reflect it. Fans appreciate
Chris Algieri, post-fight, Manny Pacquiao majority draw, man. What do you think about that decision?
Man, I think, listen, it's a super close fight. Actually, where are we going here?
This way, right?
I said, that's right, okay.
We got up and out,
Super close fight, back and forth. I mean, Manny shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear. It seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for him to take advantage, and he just didn't. Manny did a great job of utilizing the crowd, utilizing his hand speed, his foot speed, some movement just to keep the emotion there. I was saying during the PPV.com live chat, I mean, Barrios fighting with zero swagger, with no attitude. Like, it just wasn't selling anything he was doing. He did a lot of good work, but it, like, you had to be really, really watching to see him do it. And yeah, I don't know, man. I think as close as that was, as close as that fight, was. I mean, how do you not give it to Manny?
Appreciated the challenge of judging a match between a Hall of Famer and a current world champion. One fan captured the nuance perfectly. Kashmir Star tweeted, "I knew it. Manny was winning, but Barrios is champ. It's not that easy." The tweet reflected the complexity of the fight, Manny's brilliance versus Barrios' champion status. Barrios' trainer defended his fighter, noting that Barrios gave everything in camp and that one judge even had him winning. This underscored the respect and effort from Barrios' team.
I know you enjoyed the fight, but I thought, although the decision is not really favor to me, like I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight. So thank you to all your support.
Despite public opinion leaning toward Manny, Brian Mendoza offered a dissenting view, arguing that nostalgia clouded fans' judgment. While acknowledging Pacquiao's effort, Mendoza suggested many were overly attached to seeing Manny back in the ring and that their excitement skewed perception of who truly won. Ring Magazine weighed in on Twitter, affirming what many fans felt. Manny Pacquiao proved he still got it after his valiant effort versus Mario Barrios. Their post highlighted Pacquiao's stamina, speed, and warrior spirit, celebrating his decades-long career. In post-fight interviews, Barrios admitted that Manny's punching power was still formidable.
This is Jonathan Agger of Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Bob Santos. Really good fight in Vegas tonight between your man Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao, but it ends in a draw. Disappointed?
Well, of course, you're always disappointed when you don't come up with the number one goal. The number one goal is always to be victorious. But I'm proud that Mario, retained his title. He put his heart and soul into this camp. The judges seen it the way they seen it. One judge had us winning the fight, obviously. The other 2 judges, had it a draw. I thought Manny was doing what he could towards the end of the fight to try to steal rounds, and obviously he had the crowd behind him, and I think sometimes that can influence a lot of things when they're cheering whether he lands a punch or he doesn't, and we're all human, so we can be influenced by things of that nature, but at the end of the day, I thought we did enough to win the fight, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
Even at 46. This acknowledgement validated what fans witnessed. Pacquiao wasn't just active, he remained a serious threat, which may explain Barrios' cautious approach during the fight.
Pacquiao got a draw against Mario Barrios. It was a close fight. A lot of people that I've talked to thought kind of Manny pulled it out, but I don't know. What did you think?
I actually disagree. I feel like people are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was quiet for Mario, but it's, you know, people even cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever. I think it was great to see him back, but I feel like that's not the type of fight where you take the title from the champion. Because people forget Mario's the champion in this fight. I feel like they didn't want to give Manny an L for this, so I feel like that's why it's kind of a draw or something. I didn't think Mario respected him too much, so I will, you know, say on that side. I think he respected him a little too much. You're in there with like a living legend, someone that you watch growing up, so I know it had to be a crazy feeling, but I still feel like he got the job done.
Fight. Analysts agreed that this fight was far from one-sided. Both fighters had to push themselves. Manny, relying on experience and conditioning at 46, and Barrios facing pressure to capitalize on his size advantage. Many felt the draw was a fair outcome, given the clash between a legendary Hall of Famer and a younger champion. However, experts were critical of Barrios, pointing out that he failed to capitalize on key
Further, Pacquiao got a draw against Mario Barrios. It was a close fight. You know, a lot of people that I've talked to thought kind of Manny pulled it out, but I don't know. What did you think?
I actually disagree. I feel like people are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was quiet for Mario, but it's, you know, people even cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever. I think it was great to see him back, but I feel like that's not the type of fight where you take the title from the champion. Because people forget Mario's the champion in this fight. I feel like they didn't want to give Manny an L for this, so I feel like that's why it's kind of a draw or something. I didn't think Mario respected him too much, so I will, you know, say on that side. I think he respected him a little too much. You're in there with like a living legend, someone that you watch growing up, so I know it had to be a crazy feeling, but I still feel like he got the job done.
Moments didn't throw enough punches, and often seemed content to survive rather than dominate. This lack of aggression raised questions about whether he truly fought to win. Respected trainer Manny Robas firmly believed Pacquiao had won the fight. He highlighted Manny's conditioning, ring IQ, and sharp exchanges, noting how impressive it was for a fighter of his age.
Barrios, embarrassing performance, but a good performance for Pacquiao considering what had happened. Cook me all you want in the comments. I blame this more on Mario Barrios, just not. He's the worst. Jinky Pacquiao did a great job matchmaking this. He is by far the worst champion, world champion I've seen in boxing in a very long time. Mario Barrios did absolutely zero. He had hurt Manny, I think in around round 11, and he let him off the hook, didn't do anything. He hurt him to the body one other time, and he looked really good in the first round. Horrible performance by Mario Barrios. How he got a draw, I wouldn't have given him a draw. I had Pacquiao ahead. And I thought for sure, even if it was close, they would give it to Pacquiao. They give it a draw. Majority draw. I'm not going to say that I'm not shocked, but I think it was the best case scenario for Manny. And Barrios got lucky. It was a best case scenario for Manny because it moves the division forward a little bit, but he didn't look that bad. Barrios looks horrible. If he was in there with Brian Norman Jr., he would have been KO'd, or God forbid he was in with boots. Manny, I know people are still going to say, look, Manny won. Manny did not look good. That's to tell you how bad Barrios is. He didn't look good at all. His punches were sloppy. He was slow. He didn't look effective. I don't care what anybody says. That's what I saw. Granted, he's 46 years old.
Robas ended on a hopeful note, wishing to see Pacquiao return, signaling that the boxing world may not be done witnessing the Filipino icon in action. Gary on top, Russell broke down Pacquiao's performance with enthusiasm, noting Manny's speed and strength throughout the bout. From his perspective, Manny clearly won at least 8 rounds and consistently outworked Barrios. Russell's assessment echoed fans' views that Pacquiao had done more than enough to deserve the decision victory, proving his elite output.
It was a very this Manny Pacquiao? Yeah. Manny won. Yeah. Manny won. He shut me up, man. I honestly thought that Barrios was gonna win big, and Manny showed up, man. Manny, I was pulling for Manny, and I was hoping to see Look, Manny back in his prime, bro, forget about it, man.
Yeah, he was a monster.
About it. But it was a good fight, but still Manny did enough to win. This was not a draw.
Do you think Manny will come back again?
I hope so. After this performance, I sure hope so.
Even deep into his 40s, Robert the Ghost Guerrero offered his take. Focusing on public perception, he emphasized that the crowd and fans were firmly behind Pacquiao, and in his view, Manny did just enough to edge ahead of Barrios on the scorecards even. If the judge...
Entertaining fight. Father Time didn't show in Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people thought his age was going to catch up with him. It didn't play a part at all in that fight. He was fast, he was strong, he was in shape, and he didn't show any kinks in his armor. You know, I'm proud of him. Too many more than Manny Pacquiao. I take my hat off to him.
Who would you love to see him fight next?
Honestly, I would like to see a rematch. I would like to see a rematch. Why? Because I don't think that was a legitimate decision. So, but it is what it is, you know.
What do you think Mario could have done better to actually sway people to believe this was a draw?
He could have been more active. I feel like he was waiting too long. Mario Barrios, he's a precision fighter, you know, but Manny Pacquiao, he's too busy for a fighter that's just want to sit there and take pictures and look pretty. Mario Barrios, I feel like he got to be punctual when he's boxing. You can be a boxer, but be an effective boxer. You know, I feel like he was just waiting there in the pocket a little too long, and that just kind of like cost him a couple of rounds. That's why I say I don't think it should have been a majority draw. A split decision, Manny Pacquiao, I think.
What was your scorecard?
Split decision, Manny Pacquiao.
How many rounds did Manny win?
I give him 7, 8 tops.
You felt like Mario?
8 tops. But I feel like Manny Pacquiao all around outworked Mario.
Judges didn't officially reflect it. Sean Gibbons expressed surprise at Barrios' performance, expecting more from the younger fighter. In contrast, he praised Pacquiao for his speed, stamina, movement, and punch volume, asserting that Manny possessed everything needed to win the fight. Across social media, many fans agreed, highlighting frustration with Barrios' low output and apparent lack of urgency. Despite this, the official result was a draw, and Barrios retained his title, leaving fans to wonder what might have happened had he fought with more intensity. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more post-fight analysis, and we'll see you next time.